get this show on the road. Am I talking? I'm talking. Right, sorry about that. Went for a nap. Only just woke up. Yeah, what year is it? Right, so last time we... Oh right, yes, it was this one. The trial run. Oh god. This went horribly wrong last time. Right. Ugh. Right. So let's do what we can. Right, a young dwarf looks at you with wide-eyed apprehension. You wide-eyed with apprehension. The way that she's fidgeting, you can... Hey, not yet. Hey, J4. I think you were here last time, when we were trying to do this run, and it went horribly, horribly wrong. I gave her, I think, a Morningside accent. Yes, I think she looks like a Morningsider. Hello, are you Miss Fortune? Yeah, that's me. Am I late? No, you're right on time, but the rest of us got here early, and one of the others was pretty vocal about not wanting to wait. He took off and the other guy followed him. They're already inside. Great. The dwarf wrings her hands. I'm sorry, I told them to wait, but they didn't listen. They just muscled on past me and waltzed through the front door. Yeah, let's be nice to Jana. Jana seems nice. Yeah, okay. They'll still be on the first floor. Nobody's getting upstairs until I bypass the security locks in the elevator. That's why I decided to wait for you out here. I figured they couldn't get too far ahead of us if I didn't go inside with them. Thanks. I just hope they don't screw things up in there. All I want is to get this thing over with and get back home. Speaking of which, let's right there with you. Let's head inside. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Ah, poor Jada. I have no idea what's about to happen to you. Mid-level corporate compound, complete with living spaces in the upper levels. Now, before we go inside, we're going to go buy some drugs. Yes. Yes, she is. She is absolutely the only sane member of this party. The waitress steps forwards to greet you, a drink menu in your hand. Welcome to Caff Shack, home of the budget-friendly caffeine fix. How can I help you? What do you have? I think she might be. I think she might just be a random Sparky. Because she's... Oh dear. She's like the one sane person on this run. We've got the cheapest soy calf in Berlin, guaranteed. She pauses for a moment and looks at you up and down. You've been around long enough to know when you're being sized up. Finally, she continues. But of course, for hard-working folks like yourselves, we do have other options. Options that corporate security doesn't tend to appreciate very much. Productivity enhancers. Get the picture? Nothing I love better than enhanced productivity. What are you offering? She smiles slyly. I've got just the thing for that big presentation, or that make or break annual report. It's called Jolt, and it's amazing. Imagine a great big rough cup of calf, only without the nasty crash or the jittery stomach. You can take as many as you need without winding up in hospital, and each one will keep you up for a couple of hours. Show me. Right, we're gonna get 2 of these. I'm going to want those grenades. And I think I'm not going to need that, so I may actually swap that out for... AK-97. Since you're giving me the option to switch things around... Right, let's go in. Right, this guy here, is absolute cock-weaseling fuck bastard. As you step through the door, you find yourself confronted by a pair of men wearing the same kind of uniform as you. Judging by expressions, there's no love lost between the two. Hearing the door swing open, they turn to face you. The shorter of the two, a human with arcane symbols tastefully embossed into his belt, glares at you. You're here, finally. You've brought a little mouse of an electrician with you. Better late than never, but not much better. You're tardy enough as it is. He jerks his thumb at the elf standing behind him. I'll leave it to you to keep our pack mule in line. The elf's lips curl into a snarl. Hanging from his back is a bulging pack that looks incredibly heavy. His broad shoulders sag under the weight of whatever's inside. He's dumb as a post, but he can lift heavy things. Might not be bad in a fight either. At the very least, he can stir up a few bullets for the rest of us. Staring daggers at the mage, he spits out a long string of foreign words in a single, susurrant breath. The sound of it is lovely, but his expression leaves little doubt that the message behind the words is an ugly one. I wonder how you can speak Sperathiel. He shakes his head in disgust. Damned useless immigrants. Right. We gave James quite a lot of latitude last time. We are going to give James absolutely no latitude this time. Did I hear you right? Did you really say that I was tardy? I mean, what are you going to do? Send me to detention? Wonderful, late, and a smart ass. He glances down at his chronometer. I have an important meeting in a few hours. Let's get this penthouse and plant the cameras. I'll mask them against detention, and then we can all go our separate ways. The elf mutters something under his breath and hitches the bulky pack a little higher up on his back. His muscles bulge under the strain of it. Looks like you drew the short straw on team assignments, friend. Absolutely. A noose is too good for this guy. The plaque looks heavy. You sure friend here only speaks Sperithiel? To my immense disappointment, yes. Turn to a Shangir dialect by the sounds of it. I wish that he'd do us a favour and go back. Can you understand me at all? The musical tones of the Elvish tongue pour out of his mouth again, but you can't make out a word of it. His dialect is quite foreign, unlike a form of Sperithiel spoken by the elves of Turn and Nog. The elf falls silent. He looks just as frustrated as the mage is. What under your breath? So Lucas sent me in here with a civilian, an asshole, and a guy who doesn't speak German. Wonderful. The words don't seem to have much impact. The elf scowl deepens. You get the distinct impression that none of you actually want to be here, but we've got a job to do, so you're going to have to suck it up and deal. The mage leers at you. Wonderful pep talk, really, really magnificent. I can see why you were placed in charge of this run. Now can we please get moving? I don't have all day. We know, you have a meeting. I can get us into Ailshire's apartment, but there are a few things that we'll need to do first. If you can get me to a building access panel that's on the same circuit as the penthouse, I should be able to put its security system into maintenance mode. The job will take some creative rewiring, well, that and whatever it is that's in the pack the elf's carrying. Our employers gave me the schematics. And do you know where we'll find the access panel, mouse? Quit calling me that. She takes a moment to calm herself. Yes, I do. There's an access panel in one of the mid-range apartments on the same floor. My contact gave me the key code that should get us in. You said showed twice already. That makes me feel uneasy. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. It's the plan that I was given and we're stuck with it. Unless you have a better idea, we'll just have to follow our instructions and hope for the best. She turns to face you. Get me to a building access terminal on this floor, and I can rewire out the elevator. That's the first thing we need to do. Once we're upstairs, we'll use the code I was given. I rewire Ailshire's security system, and we hide the cameras in his apartment. Sure, her breath hours. Well, that's the theory anyway. Alright then, let's go. Let's have a look round first. A boutique food kiosk. The sign out front advertises a variety of locally sourced foodstuffs, all of them terribly overpriced. Take a closer look at the food on offer. Glancing in the self-serve refrigerated section of the kiosk, you find a variety of sandwiches wrapped in slick plastic. You can eat for a week for the price of one of these things. That kind of place, huh? Right, let's get this guy his drugs. The well-dressed orc stops his pacing to stare at you as you approach. Heavy warrior lines etch his forehead and his eyes are bloodshot. He looks like he hasn't slept in a month. I don't want to be rude, but I'm a little busy right now. If this is about building maintenance, take it someplace else. James's cheeks flush red. He takes a step forward. What shit? You don't get to talk down to me like... The orc bristles. Like a janitor? Yes, I do, because that's what you are. If you want to keep wearing that uniform, you would better watch the attitude. Now, isn't there a floor you could be cleaning or something? I've got a lot of work, a lot on my mind to worry about. Important things. I don't want to be bothered. Come on, relax. I'm sure it's all going to work itself out. Yeah. With a visible effort, he calms himself. Look, sorry, I'm not trying to be unpleasant. It's just that I have a huge presentation to give to the board in 20 minutes. I stayed up all night practicing, and now I'm so tired I can't even remember my own name. That's rough. He shakes his head miserably. I'm going to botch this, and the worst part is, Most of those bastards will assume that because I'm an orc, they already make jokes behind my back. After this, it's gonna get a lot worse. Hey, I've got a little bit of, come on, drugs, man. Drugs solve all our problems. Is that Jolt? I haven't had that since I graduated from business school. Oh man, that stuff is the best. There you go, man. It's all yours. No, I can't just take that from you. I know how much that stuff can cost. But here's what I can do. I'm gonna give you my room code. When you're making your rounds, doing your maintenance thing, you can stop in and grab my credit stick off the table. There's a couple hundred new yen on it. Credit stick on the table. Got it. Just do us both a favor and promise you won't take anything else, okay? I'm trusting you with this. And that, James, is why you aren't a complete bellend to everybody who you look at. Right, we're going to save here. The guard steps forward, interposing himself between you and the terminal. Your security clearance doesn't authorize you to be in here. We're doing a building-wide maintenance sweep of all major systems. Want us to take a look at your terminal? He knows that I can't do that, and I don't have the appropriate clearance to touch. You don't have the clearance to touch the terminal, let alone service it. Besides, it's been running great since that other maintenance team worked on it last week. I'm surprised that you don't have that in your records. You know how it is with us in management. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. It's ridiculous. Story of my life. You have my sympathies. Well, we'll be on our way. Take it easy. You know, for a cop, he wasn't the worst in the world. Taylor. Saleswoman expressions brightens at your approach. Welcome to Dunkley's Fine Clothiers. Are you shopping for a suit? A fashionable business suit made of ballistic cloth catches your eye. It'd be a simple matter to slide it on under your baggy maintenance overalls. Ooh. Let me see that suit. A good choice. Style and safety. You have good eye. She takes your arm. Here, let me show you to the dressing room. Ooh. A tailored suit lends an air of quiet authority, and it gives me plus to charisma. Yes, absolutely. Oh, and we can either bring another thing of Jolt with us. Yes, actually, we can bring another thing with Jolt with us. We just need to wait for it to reload. Right, because we want to see if we can actually not bugger this up. The woman behind the counter smiles at you, her cheeks dimpling. Good afternoon and welcome to Augmentech, the boutique that makes a better you of you. Her voice is overflowing with forced cheerfulness. Idly, you wonder how many times she has to give this exact speech every day. Tell me, how can I help you today? I might be in the market for some cyberware. When you've come to the right place, she gestures at the terminal in front of you. Please feel free to browse our catalog. We have a huge stock of performance-enhancing augmentations to make you into the person that you've always dreamed you could be. Yeah, let's take a look at the catalog terminal. Scanning over the tastefully designed catalog, you find most of the Augmentech stock consists of overpriced cosmetic cyberware. Metabolic tweaks to help burn away cellulite. Ruthenium polymer hair extensions, ultra-expensive leonization treatments, aimed at wealthy septuagenarians. Towards the back of the catalogue, you find some more practical chrome, but nothing that a Shadowrun would want. From a decent designer replacement limbs to nephretic screens for alcoholics, Augmentech carries the very best in fashionable implants for the ultra-rich. The mental enhancement section is a little more promising, but you don't see anything that you couldn't already find in the Kleus Bazaar. You're about to turn away when an ad on the last page grabs your attention. The newest iteration of the Encephalon system, complete with an integrated math SPU. The Encephalon Next TM, as it's called, is bleeding-edge commercial bleeding-edge commercial-grade tech. Non-complete agreements prevent it from being sold at most stores, but you've found one that carries it. Hey, this headwear looks interesting. Mind if I take a look? She glances at the item on the screen. Looking at the new Encephalon, huh? Good choice. Our regional supervisor has one, and it's amazing. Totally worth the price. What is the price? It doesn't say on this screen. We're doing a special right now. Yours for only 250 new yen. It's actually really cheap. Okay, so yeah, I can afford that. That's wonderful. Good choice. I'll just swipe your cred stick, then I'll print your purchase order. Where do I get it installed? Is your dock in the back or something? Her breath was, oh, I'm sorry, I'm afraid you don't understand. We're a boutique shop, not a cyber surgery clinic. We sell you the device and have it sent to the clinic of your choice for installation. But we don't do the surgery here. Of course, your doctor will bill you separately for installation, but this way you can ensure the procedure is carried out with whatever you're most comfortable. Yeah, that's like nothing. I don't know whether this thing is going to be any good or not, but we'll find out when we get back to the Kleus Bazaar. Little ticket. I'll have to send to the triage cyber clinic in the Kleus Bazaar. She swipes her cred stick and then punches a few buttons in her PDA. A flimsy slip of paper spills out of the terminal, and you're standing into your hand. There, I can't talk today. The saleswoman beams at you. You are now the proud owner of Encephalon Next. We'll have it sent to the triage cyber clinic as per your request. When you arrive, just show the doctor or a member of staff the proof of purchase that you're holding, and he'll know what to fetch for you. Thanks. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day. Right, let's talk to the suit. A well-groomed corporate couple stand in the corner, browsing racks of pamphlets about neural enhancements headwear. The woman's head turns at the sound of your approach. Upon seeing your suit uniform, her nose wrinkles. Oh, hello. Are we in your way? We would want to keep you from your work. Her spray-tanned husband chimes in. Right, last thing we want is becoming you people and whatever it is you do. No, I'm just browsing. Are you two here to buy? Not for ourselves, but yes, we're here for our son. Our little Hans deserves the very best, and he'll need it if he's going to compete with his classmates at the academy. That means hardware from Augmentech. We may not be as rich as other parents, but this is something at least we can do. This stuff isn't cheap. You must be very devoted to parents. I'd like to think that we are. No, it isn't cheap, but unfortunately these sorts of enhancements have become nearly mandatory at top-tier schools like the Academy. Our son's classmates come from affluent families. Even the least successful of Hans' peers has a... Yeah, they're actually, like... They're having a conversation with me, which is more than I expected. Encephalon, and it ranges on up from there. The Academy grades on a curve. If we were to send Hans to school without any enhancements, it'd be setting him up for failure. And what about the kids that can't afford cyber surgery? The scholarship students, you mean? He pauses, considering. Well, I suppose someone's has to be at the bottom of the pile. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. Yes, but that someone won't be our Hans. It's an unfortunate situation, of course. He cocks his head apologetically. But then, that's the world we live in, isn't it? Right. Right. How do I deal with this? I think I'm going to go with you don't need to end up the bottom heap. I should say, nah, you seem like a good woman, and I don't mean to insult you, but you know how cutthroat it is out there. Hans will have every advantage, even if I have to mortgage the house to provide it for him. Goodbye now. Yeah, you know what? They seem to be going out of their way to, like, be good parents, even if they're not good people. No, I didn't even say that they may be even good people. Like, makes me feel a little bit bad about the fact that we might be killing him later. The guard's stance shifts slightly as he approach. Can I help you? Yeah, could you open up the door to the utility area? We have some work to do in there. You can't read the guard's expression through his mirrored face mask, but his body language makes it clear that he's staring at you. The door is security coded. Delta grade. Your ID says you're just a SATA. I can't open the door. So no, I can't open the door. You're not listening. Oh, what accent did I give him? You're not listening. English. You're not listening. We have work to do in there. I heard loud and clear, mob jockey. Now you listen to me. Nobody without Delta clearance gets through this door, period. I suggest you talk to management if you really do need to be in there. So upgrade your clearance. Otherwise, piss off. Cool down, we're on the same side here. It's a dispatch problem, I'm sure of it. I don't even have any of you guys having to work with them every day. Oh, I'll absolutely still shoot them, but I will feel bad about it. Cool down on the same side. The guard's shoulders relax. Yeah, I hear ya. I swear, it's amazing that anybody gets any work at all done at all around here. Tell you what, you don't need to go to vet management. Just call in and get your clearance changed. I'll let you guys in as soon as the authorization comes through. Calm links down. I'll need to use the one around the corner. He does it. Catch you later. Right. I feel less bad about the fact that we're about to kill you. Oh, come on, it's not 5 seconds. It's the amount of time it takes me to switch my gun from safety to full auto. There will be a twinge of regret as I flick that switch. Jan studies the junction box for a moment and then turns to face you. See that guard in the hallway? Well, he was standing next to a junction box just like this one. Looks like they're both in the same circuit too. So I could use this one to overload the one that the guard is standing by. She looks at the junction box again and nods. Yeah, I could feed a nice power spike into that one from here. You know, if you wanted me to. Do it. Do it. Brrrt. Should have let us in. Right. Word displayed, Jana opens an access panel at the base of the terminal and begins snipping wires. A few minutes later, she replaces the panel's cover and stands. Alright, that should do it. I've bypassed the security lock in the elevator. We're good to head upstairs. That was quick. I know me around Electra Systems. My father used to own rental properties all over Munich, and I helped him maintain them. She smiles slyly. Been redeveloping buildings since I was a little girl. Touching. I don't know what all this has to do with getting me to my meeting, but please, by all means, keep waltzing down memory lane. We'll wait. Couldn't care. Are you ever not a dick? If you make me miss my meeting, you'll see exactly how much of a dick I can be. You're supposed to be our leader, so pull your head out of your ass and lead us. preferably in an upstairs direction, so I can get this done before security catches us. Oh, killing you is going to be so much fun. Him I am not going to regret killing. Right, where's my notepad? One second. Apparently I need to grant permission for you to say shoot him in the dick. Which, given what I've already been saying, is slightly weird. 303 14291. I got this little pop-up that said, "This person is using a sexual term." Yeah, only slightly. That's not what the dick is being used for in this particular instance. Okay, once I'm in there, I can put the penthouse door in maintenance mode. That'll set its key code combination to 11111. So we shouldn't have any trouble getting in to plant the cameras. I hope he's not, because I don't want to do anything that this guy likes. We've been making halfway decent time. Not good, but not terrible. He can't afford any more delays. He cracks his knuckles. I hope that nobody else gets in your way for their own sake. You aren't hurting anyone unless they ordered you. You got that. Yeah, tough guy. You're in a hurry. We'll get it. Now shut up. The ugly smile falls from his face, or replace it as uglier. If I weren't under instructions to follow your lead, this would be a very different conversation. Yeah, well you are. So shut up and deal with it. God, I wish I didn't need you to finish this job. His lips curl into a sneer. Sadly for you, you do. All of us, you do. Oh, and by the way, we're going to have words when this is over, mouse. Yeah, we're going to stand over your grave and piss on it. A stream of caustic syllables pours out of the elf's mouth. His back is stooped under the weight of his pack, but his hands have clenched into fists. He rolls his eyes and points the bony finger at the elf. Look, it's trying to speak. I want to get this over with, misfortune. I want to get away from these people and go home. Yep. Trust me, you're not alone in that one. Alright, so what was the code for the suit store code? 53786. Apartment 101. 301, sorry. Slick high-grade keypad has been mounted into the store frame. Use the keypad. So it's 53786. 53786. Submit code. Code accepted. Welcome home, homeowner. Interact. That's 200 new yen. This is a really shitty little apartment. The amount that this guy must be paying on it. Let's try the maintenance code. 302. Use the keypad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Leave the panel alone. There must be something here. The text that shows on the console display reads information security personnel only. In place of keypad, the console supports a smooth duroplast panel with a data port in its center. It would seem that building management doesn't want laymen tampering with this machine. Right, so I need to be a better decker before that would work. Yeah, this is not a nice place. Use the keypad. Or override code. No, we can't use the override code. 14291. 14291. Welcome home, homeowner. Right. Before I do anything, I'm going to see if there's anything to steal in here. Because, spoilers, we're about to get into a fight. Moving the painting aside, you find a large maintenance access panel. Jana steps forward, a slight frown on her face. Okay, I guess this is me. She pulls a multi-tool from her belt and uses it to loosen the bolts that hold the panel in place. Pulling a schematic on her PDA, she examines the terminal's wiring. Hurry up, woman, the clock is ticking. Don't rush me, this is complicated. Okay, we went through all of this yesterday. I'm not going to read all of the text to you. Alright, I'm going to need that thing now. He nods and reaches inside the back to unsling its back. Placing it on the floor, he opens it and pulls out a large blue canister. Takes all of his strength to wrestle it up from the ground and place it on the space in the access panel that Jana has cleared. There you go, you dumb ox. Do something useful for a change. The elf says nothing. Unburdened by the heavy pack, he stands up straight. And for the first time you appreciate how much larger he is than your corporate mage. He stares down at James and his hands bunch into fists. James, for the last time, keep your damned mouth shut. I'll say whatever All of you, shut up. You're distracting me. The mage falls silent and Jana goes back to work. It only takes a few minutes for her to screw, wire, and solder the canister onto the harness. She picks her words, nods, then turns to face you. She stands and brushes her hair out of her eyes. Alright, job's done. We just need to do a bit of clean up and we can get out of here. Nice job. Yeah, thanks. It wasn't all that difficult. It's a matter of following our employer's instructions. Hey, that's great, but time's ticking. So let's keep moving. He glances at the jumble of wire and circuitry through the open access panel. To hell with the clean-up. We'll be done before anyone notices anything anyway. You see what you have to do to disable the security system? She shrugs. Not really, but I have no idea what the canister was, or what it was supposed to do. Our employers told me that we had to wire it into the wall at this junction, so I did. That's all I know. They say it'll work, then it'll work. An astonished chuckle escapes from her mouth. No reason to lie. Do you really believe that? The mage cuts her off. The lodge doesn't tell you things you don't need to know, and you don't ask. Your job is to do what they tell you, and take the money, and keep your mouth shut afterwards. It's all very simple. The lodge? The mage's eyes widen incredulously. You don't even know who you're working for, do you? You're leading this team, and you don't have a clue. Jana cuts in, her eyes wide. Both of you, shut up! Somebody's coming! A tall, deeply tanned man rounds the corner at a jog and comes bustling into the room. You recognise him as the father he spoke with at the Augmentech kiosk. He stops short when he sees your team and a smile falls from his face. I gave him an American accent, didn't I? You... God damn it, American. You! The lady from the cyberware kiosk! What the hell is going on here? He advances on you, full of bluster and bravado. This is my apartment. I own it. You can't just waltz in here and start pulling the walls apart without my consent. We're maintenance. Look at the uniforms. Yeah, I can see that, but it doesn't give you a right to force your way into my home and start tearing up my walls. At the very least, you should have given me advance notice. James shoots you an irritated glance. This is a waste of time and already running late. If you don't take care of this idiot, I will. The elf barks something out at James. The sound is uncharacteristically ugly, all harsh consonants and sibilant hisses. Keep your mouth shut, James. Talk this out? The hell with that. We have a job to do and he's in the way. Deal with him and do it as and do it fast so we can get back on track. The homeowner looks shocked, but he recovers quickly. He takes a step towards James, his hand balled in fists. All right, buddy, you've asked for it. I want to know your employee number, and I want to know it now. I'm a member of the Homeowners Association. I gave him an American accent. I'm a member of the Homeowners Association for this level. You know what that means? I have a lot of pull with building management. He thrusts an outstretched finger at James. Your days of wearing that uniform are numbered. I promise you that. Calm down, sir. There's a problem. There must be a problem with dispatch. You should have received a work order last week. I didn't receive a thing from dispatch, or anyone else for that matter. My wife and I are entertaining guests in an hour and a half, and our living room is ruined. I need to know that you're going to fix that, and you're going to clean the place up, and then you'll put a new coat of wax on the floor. I need... The hell with this, I don't have time for this. Say nothing, I guess. An instant later, they are wreathed in an unnatural purple glow. He hits the panic button. James jerks back, his concentration broken. From down the hall, you can distantly hear the sound of heavy footsteps approaching at a run. Meanwhile, the homeowner backpedals, trying to put a wall between himself and James. He's moving too slowly, much too slowly. Everybody stand down. Your words are met with an incomprehensible screech in your peripheral vision. You catch a flurry of motion. Your elvish companion is moving, making a beeline towards James. Janna is hanging off of him, trying to slow him down, but he barely seems to notice. With a kick, he sends her tumbling to the ground, then reaches for his weapon. Stop, damn it! We need him alive to complete the run! With a kick, he sends her tumbling to the ground, then turns towards James. Yeah. Tell you what, hell with this. The mage half turns from the elf to you, his eyes widen with alarm. The ethereal glow from his hands flickers and sparks. Janna screams something, but with the blood pounding in your ears, you can't make out the words. James's jaw drops open. You're on him before he can speak. Oh good, he doesn't get to speak. Oh, he has a katana. Oh, he has a katana. Oh, dear. James, you done fucked up now! Slash thrust. +2 damage. Pierces up to 2 points of armor. He's stunned, so let's go for that. Boink! Pommel strike. Does bonus minus... yeah. No, drone. Right, activate the drone. Get it into cover. And it can start shooting the knights errant. Right, you also get into cover. Right, foreign elf is going to be so much more useful character than James ever was. You are not close enough for me that to be worthwhile. Katana! I can just about hit that guy. Cool. Or not. I don't like that they have like a fuck ton of grenades. Right. I don't have a shot on any of them. Damn. Right, let's move the drone first. Part of the problem here is that we start off with the worst position, so we can't do anything worthwhile. Oh, and he starts off with medkits. Is there any way in which this guy is not better than James? Increase damage. Oh, shitting hell. I mean, he was being fairly gobby. He just wasn't being gobby, you know. Oh, God. This is the worst. Yeah, that's fair. It is less funny when this guy dies. Alright, kill him. Kill him, I guess. I think you're still high. You've got enough health to deal. And they're now shooting past their throne, and never mind. Not anymore. Oh, fuck. This is the worst. Concentrate our fire. We're not getting through this if we don't. Right, let's just get out of here. Use a med pack on yourself. Look, I don't like what James said about you soaking up bullets for us, but ultimately it's what's going to happen. Because you are currently our combat munchkin. And yes, I'm aware of what that says about our current combat abilities. Okay. One more. See how much better it's doing now that we don't have James? Right, Knight Errant Captain. I can get to it. Ah, yes. Actually, just keep spiking him with the spiky stick. You move forwards. Oh god, this is just the worst. Yes, okay. This is what the taser is meant to be used for. I'm not very good with that rifle. Okay, one more down. And now we all fucking leg it. Oh yeah, that's that one. Shit. Right, get over there. Keep your assault rifle in hand. Go in Overwatch. You know who I feel bad for in all this? Janna. Like, seriously, Janna, you did absolutely no wrong. You just got caught up in the middle of a really, really nasty fight. Janna did not deserve this. I am definitely going to offer her asylum in the Christ Bazaar when all this is over. Because God knows she needs something. Right, let's back out of here one bit at a time. Head down the fire escape. Right. That was a fucking clusterfuck. So you know that guy who gave us this job? If I find him again... We're supposed to have our exit interview, aren't we? He is going to be lucky if he makes it out of that interview with all of his limbs still attached. Right, we're heading to the exit, which is over there. Yeah, we should have. I mean, you're right. We really should have seen this coming. Oh, hello, Knight Errant Enforcer. And Captain, and got... Hi. Oh, I wish I had a druid right now. Or just I'd like to remind you that we are playing this game on, like, the easiest setting. This is as easy as it gets. Oh, shit. Oh, for fuck's sake, really? Really with the grenades? Oh god, this is fucking nightmare. You are a lot closer to death than I want you to be. And I don't have a healing kit for you. That's good. That's good. That's what we want. Right, switch over to katana. Heal. Oh, that's not what I needed right then. What's the best? There. Okay, you have 2 medkits. That'll have to do for now. Right, let's just get... Concentrate forces. That's all we've got. If we concentrate our damage, we're going to be a lot better off than if we don't. Okay, aim. Yep, see, that trauma kit is hopefully going to come in handy there. Oh no, I forgot about him. Right, let's get that drone turned on. We need another gun. You don't have any kit at all. Uses 6 bullets, 2 attacks and 1 action. Fuck. Okay, thank fuck for that. 1 down. I do have grenades. I do have... Fuck, I keep forgetting I have grenades. Right, you get over here. I don't have enough movement to... Right, I'm just going to move you. Oh, shit. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Get over there. Oh no. Right, grenades. Thank you for reminding me. Grenades take 2 actions. Right, no, we can do this. We can do this. We're almost... It is going to take everything that we've got, but we can get through this. I really don't like that guy. I'm going to mark that target. Oh, of course I missed. Oh, of course. That's what would happen. Right, pommel strike. Get him off balance. And now he's not in cover either. Oh, jeez. Right, okay. That wasn't what I wanted you to do, mate, but, you know, thanks. Can you make it over there and hit him? Not quite. Christ, this... Lead with a pommel strike. Knock him off balance. Okay. We've got this. We've got this. Lead with a pommel strike. Oh god. The fuck was that? Cavernous tunnel of the U-Bahn line stretches out before you. In the dim fluorescence of the station's lights, it looks like it stretches on forever. Jana stares at you through red-rimmed eyes. You killed him, James. He was a prick, but we needed him. And by scrubbing your mission, you've probably killed me too. I'm sorry if I put you in a bad spot. James wanted to kill him. This man, he had to be dealt with. Well, isn't that nice for you? You had a choice. Her voice is full of venom. What choice do I have? The only reason I'm even here tonight is because I owe the lodge a debt. This is my one chance to pay it off, and now I can't. And they won't forget that. Ah, shit, Jana, I'm sorry. Her composure cracks, trembling. She raises her hand to hide her face. Oh god, I'm fucking dead. They're going to kill me, and I can't. She doubles over, sobbing. What am I going to do? The elf steps forward gently. He raises her hand. He rests his hand on her shoulder. She raises her head to look up in response. He exhales heavily, and a jumble of broken German pours out of his mouth. You will help keep safe. You will help keep safe. Lodgemen bastards, no give harm. We together go outside Berlin. Your people out as well. Jana blinks at him, but holds her silence. I think he's saying that he'll protect you. You'll need to get your people out of the city, though. She blinks away the tears, scowling. Yeah, I got that, I'm thinking. After a long pause, she looks back up at the elf and nods. All right, we'll go back home, get my boyfriend and my cat, and we'll run. We'll all go to wherever the hell you're taking us. Red-faced, she glances back over her shoulder at you. You've ruined my life. I want you to know that. Once an organisation of Lodge gets its hooks into you, it never lets go. If you think that finishing this run would have changed anything, you're fooling yourself. At least you'll be alive. If I hadn't done that, the guy in the apartment wouldn't be. You ruined your own life when you accepted a favour from a dangerous people. That's alright. Blame me if it makes you feel better. I'm going to go with the top one. It's the nicest. And Jana, you do not deserve what happened to you today. She stares at you for a long moment, her cheeks flushed. Slowly she turns back to the elf, a miserable expression on her face. Together they board the train. If there's nothing left to do here, you follow them. Holy shit, man, that's rough. You turn to the Clay's Bazaar as a lonely one. You spend the ride in quiet contemplation. The bugs that you were meant to plant in the Aylshire penthouse rattle in your pocket, a cheerful sound, an intangible reminder of your decision to scrub the run. Your audition is over. The Lodge, whoever they are going to have to find themselves another Shadowrunner. At least we can sell the bugs, I guess. Get back. Just browsing, don't mind me. Yeah, never run with a team that's not your own. Never run with a team you don't pick. Blitz's eyes widen when he sees the drone that you're carrying. He looks anxious. Oh, hey, Chief. He was Irish. Oh, hey, Chief. How's it going? This drone in that hotel vault, does it belong to you? Yeah, Chief, that's mine. I didn't want to say anything at the time, since it was my idea to have you loot the vault in the first place. What was it doing in there? It's my personal drone. I wasn't giving them the right. It's my personal drone. Good to have something to hide behind when you're on the solo decking run, you know? Luster took it from me when she seized control of the Schwarze Hair, and I'd been hoping to get it back ever since. I've got to say, Chief, it hurt me to see her all banged up to hell like she was. Looked like Luster had a few of her goons take turns on my baby with a baseball bat. But it looks like you got her up and running again. How'd you manage that? Malt fix your drone. She says won't listen to anyone but you, though. Yeah, let's score. So, can I have it back? Sure, it's no use to me. Any thoughts on that last run? Actually, Blitz. Oh god, hey Dante, I have not needed to pet you this bad in a very long time. Dietrich. Misfortune, what's new? Have you ever heard of an organization called the Lodge? Lodge, he freezes up. Boss, do you mean the Black Lodge? I don't know, maybe. Lodge was all I heard. Let me describe them to you, and you can tell me if what I'm saying fits. Dante is the best boy. Shadowy, powerful, secretive as hell, with deep pockets and a penchant for hiding the truth. They conduct all of the business through dupes and go-betweens. He gives you a sideways glance. Does that sound about right? That's them in a nutshell, yeah. Well, if it's them, then whoever you're talking about, I ain't saying it is. And whoever you're talking about, I ain't saying it is, then I advise you to stay away from them. Stay far, far away. And whatever you do, don't take your money. If you do, they'll own you. I'll keep that in mind. Well, the story is that the Black Lodge is the mother of all conspiracies. Supposedly, they've been around for hundreds of years, and they've been practicing magic since before the Awakening. Impossible, I know, but I believe it. You ever heard of the Masons, the Knights Templar, the Bavarian Illuminati? They were all puppets of this Black Lodge. None of them knew who they were working for, but the Lodge was there, pulling the strings. They always have been, and they still are today. That's the story. Practicing magic before the Awakening? That's ridiculous. I don't know what world you live in, boss, but in my world, ridiculous things happen every day. Anyway, that's the story. Believe it or not, your choice. I already know what I think. Why did you... I'm curious, Dietrich. Why did you switch from... Oh, God. That was a bit of an emotionally draining run, so I think I may do a bit of socialising and then call it after I've talked to everyone. Because, yeah, that was an emotionally draining run. I further ruined the life of somebody whose life was already ruined. But I killed an asshole. And killing assholes is kind of what we do here. Honestly, working as a stave is getting really boring, boss. Spitting and screaming at the world was fine and good when I was a kid, but it just didn't do it for me anymore. The Dragon Slayer wanted me to fight a real enemy, so I left the band behind, and I turned to the shadows. Yeah, well, we'll have to kill Black Lodge people at some point, I suppose. I don't know, guess I figured it would be the best way to find fun. Considering current events, I'd say that you're not wrong about that. Yeah, I guess not. Feels kind of daunting, truth be told. But it's exciting all the same. I've been looking for a worthy adversary for a while now. It's kind of satisfying, having a white whale to chase. Look, if I have to kill... If you make Huggy start killing Black Lodge people, I'm not going to complain. Huggy will, but I'm not. How long have you been looking for a real enemy? Any thoughts on the last run? How long have you been looking for a real enemy? Not too long, ever since the Truth Earns the last one. The last one? Of course, I might be able to sit around feeling pleased with myself if I followed the creator or the Moon Maiden, but the Dragon Slayer ain't that kind of idol. If I'm not drinking, I'm fighting, and if I'm not doing either of those things, I'm looking for a bigger, better fight to get in next time. Dietrich produces a flask from his jacket pocket and raises it in salute. It's a remarkably simple code to live by. This pattern ends when somebody dies. I think that's fairly obvious. Who was the last one? A gang boss. A great big orcish bastard called the Wildschwein, led a local chapter of the Horde. I had my sights on him and his for a while. It hurt a lot of people, and it figures I'd pose a challenge. I wasn't wrong about that, but I took him out in the end. When does this pattern end? Well, boss, the way I figure it, it'll end when I pick a fight that I can't win. He smiles sadly. Might be this one, maybe the next. It'll be hard to top the Great Dragon. But that's the way the Dragon Slayer wants it, and why am I to refuse him? Abruptly, he turns away. That's enough talk for today, boss. Besides, you've got other things to do, I'm sure. Thanks, Dietrich. Paul Amsel. Misfortune, greetings. Amsel peers at you through a battered old pair of wired limb glasses. There's something gentle about the man with his silver hair and his tweed jacket. He looks more like an aging art history professor than does a criminal go-between. Is there something I can go for you? I'd like to ask you about the team. Got a question about the Quiz Bazaar. If I have a question about your teammates, I'd recommend checking your mission computer. I know that Monica was orthodox in each of them. Amsel's voice is sad. She'd be the best qualified to tell you about the capabilities anyway. In that case, I got a question with the Quiz Bazaar. Little size of heaven, isn't it? What can I tell you about the Kies? Some other people in Quiz Bazaar. Well, can I still pay data? Very well, fair to begin. Samuel Beckenbauer is a good man. Perhaps a little xenophobic, but this is to be expected. He stands up for the rights of the goblin knight races, the orcs and the trolls, yes? And they have been more vilified and victimized than the other metahuman breeds. What's important is that he's a leader and a healer, and he helps his people. In the Scythe shop you'll find Jan Goldschmidt. I tell you that you will find him there because he never seems to leave the place. Every time I go for a coffee, he is there, sipping on soy calf. Beyond that, I cannot say what to think of the man. He's a jovial sack of fat. Perhaps if you speak with him, you can learn something more. Have you any more questions for me, or may I get back to work? That's pretty much everything I need from you. I got officer misfortune. I think we haven't already talked about it. Mission computer. One unread message. Check your inbox for new messages. Audition. Help to misfortune. You have failed to live up to our expectations, and you have failed your audition. In light of your apparent inability to follow simple instructions, we have withdrawn your representative from your KS. Fuck you. After much internal debate, our organisation has decided not to take punitive action against you or your team. We have wasted enough time and resources on you already. Consider yourself lucky and enjoy your career in the shadows. We are confident it won't last long. Fuck you. Claim payment for sold pay data. Pending transactions. Sold human safe house data. Winning bid. 460. Not too bad. Post-pay data for sale. Jobs directory. Jobs main. All pending and active jobs. So we've still got the prototype extraction, the As Technology sabotage run. Right. Hey, Glory. Hey, Glory, how are you holding up? Don't worry about me, I'm solid. Right, let's go get that. One of the few things that we actually got out of this job. Wait a minute, let's first of all, Mallet Holly, see if you've got a better drone for me yet. Steel links, yes! Oh wait, sorry. Sundowner, medkits and concussion grenades? Okay, ooh, this is a choice. Yep, we need to go for the dangerous metal kitty. Ultimately, that's what we need. Right, let's go get that. Hey Samuel, how's it going? Hello again, mein Freundin. What can I do for you? How's Alexander doing? He is adjusting with difficulty. Samuel shakes his head. Your friend Dietrich took a chance in sending his nephew to us. I will do my best to justify his faith in me. How's Silky doing? Yes, she mentions that you had sent her. I don't know what you told her, Miss Fortune, but whatever you said, it worked. Silky's determination is truly inspiring. A crime habit is a difficult thing to break, but I don't doubt she will make it. I'm so happy that Silky got out. What can I do for you? I wanted to hear more about the war. Lane grumbles and massages phantom pain as synthetic limbs. Damn it, 5 months of the world just let an old soldier fade away, like Makasa promised. Tell me more about the Euro Wars. That's as much I could tell you as you couldn't have learned about in school. That you should have learned about in school. Russians invaded. Hell if I can remember why. World was more of a mess back then than it is today, if you ask me. They attacked Poland and Finland first. Poland broke within months, opening the door into Germany. Is this ringing any horrible, horrible bells for anyone? I had no contacts in Berlin back then, mind you. Can't really say how bad things were here. Had battles of my own to worry about. Sorry, I won't bother you about it anymore. Thank you. Anything else then? Just checking in. Appreciate the effort you're making, but you've got some big shoes to fill around here. I try. Try harder. Time is not on your side. Nothing stays secret for long in the F-state. The flux demands transparency. The truth will always get out, and the truth about Monica's death is now on the breeze, flowing through the streets of Berlin. Next come visitors of uncertain intent. Some may just be bottom feeders, sniffing after the leavings of the dead. Others will be hunters, looking to exploit a leaderless tribe. I'm in charge here, and I'll see that the rest of Berlin knows it. The old Trosh snorts, but can't stifle a grin at your bravado. You do that. Even bluff and bluster can dissuade a weak-willed opponent. There are trying times ahead. Seen it before. Too many times before. Anything else you need? Nothing. I'll be going. Yeah, I don't actually have that much faith in myself, but... Ooh, everybody's upgrading. Sniper specialist. Gains a sniper rifle ability. Fires a discarding sabo. Ooh. Num num num. Sets target on fire and strips. Oh man, I have to choose between these two. Ignores armor and strips armor. Sets targets on fire. I already have ways of setting people on fire. Let's go for it. Right. Oh, that was a difficult decision. Nerve Spear or Battle Hardened. Nerve Spear. Dietrich's basic nerve bolt now flushes enemies from cover when they are hit. Yes, we're taking that. More armor would be nice, but flushing them from cover is incredibly handy. Razor Specialist, Fray Armor, Pistol Specialist, Hail of Bullets. Glory gains an armor stripping razor attack. 2 hits, each hit strips 2 armor from the target. Oh, I like that actually. Let's make her the close-up specialist. Blitz, decking boost, or ESP boost. Decking increased by 1, ESP increased, control is boost by 1. I don't really use you for decking much, but yeah. Right, let's go to the hospital. Not yet working on it. I had a piece of headwear shipped here. Could I install it for me? Isabel takes a purchase order from your hand and scans it over. Oh yes, this arrived just this morning. I can certainly install it for you, but it won't be cheap. I expected much. Tell me what the damage is going to be. Oh man. So what was the... Oh wow, there's so much stuff. What was it that I just got? Encephalon. A process that boosts knowledge intelligence. Add +1 intelligence. Yeah, it was the Encephalon. Right, what are we currently running off? Actually, you know what? I'm going to go get the BioWare... When the Encephalon next was that was the one. +2 intelligence. 500! Jesus! 500 new yen is what he's charging for it. Christ. Bright light system, high energy flash bulbs hidden in cyber eye capable of temporarily blinding an opponent. Ooh, spicy. +6% to hit, +3% to hit. Laser designator. Induction data jack, cyber arm, auto injector, cyber arm, cyber leg, hydraulic jack, +3 movement, cyber leg, quickness and dodge, bone lacing. Right, what are we currently running on? We are currently running on intelligence largely. So actually that like +2 intelligence would be incredibly handy. Spend some karma. You know, we are terrible with that rifle, so I'm going to increase ranged combat. Mark 2. We lost the drone in the last fight. I'm going to go back for the moment. Anyway. Hey Simi, how you doing? Simi Kim leans against the wall, her head downcast and her face lost in the shadow. Sensing you're present, she looks up, revealing a black eye poorly covered by concealer, and she still smiles at you. Hello, Miss Fortune. How are you? Who gave you the shiner? I don't know what you're talking about. Did you want something? Because I've got things to do, you know. Zack says he has a new sim for me. Those aliens and the little girl I need to save. She's waiting for me, and I can't let her down. Something going on around here. There's always something going on. It's the flux, right? It gives, it takes. Sometimes it takes a little more than it gives. And some things it takes are gone forever. Friends that disappear, family that dies, people like Monica. I don't much like the flux. In The Sims, you can have the same happy day over and over. You can skip past the parts you don't like and replay the good moments as many times as you want. Can't think of any parts of real life I'd want to play over, and plenty of parts I wish I could skip. Oh, God, I just want to hug her. I really just want to hug her. How did you end up in the Crows Bazaar? I don't know. I was living on the streets since I was a kid. Had no family, no home. Got mixed up with some bad people, and I had a bad day. Ended up owing them money. Too much money. I got beat up pretty bad. Needed a doctor, but couldn't pay for one. And I found Doc Escabel, or he found me, I can't really remember. He said he could help me. He gave me the money up front, but he said I had to come back for medicine every month till it was time to pay him back. And I did. I took the medicine, just like he said. I really don't want to talk about this anymore, okay? Oh, God. Whatever I have to do. Oh, God. Right, you know what? This is enough emotional trauma for me for one day. Dante, give me a hug. I mean, this is getting a bit too real for my liking. So I think I'm going to call it a night. Yeah. Right, yeah, I'm going to call it. Thanks very much for turning up, guys. It was really nice to see you. And yeah, I'll hopefully be in a better mental place next week so I can actually, do my streaming on time. But we'll find out, I guess. If I am streaming, I'll hopefully be streaming on Tuesday. I probably won't be streaming on Friday because I have a wedding on. Not mine, someone else's. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys Tuesday. And yeah, catch you around.